Yu-Gi-Oh! A card game with the most cards ever printed in a TCG. A game that I've played for decades and built a massive collection. Now, I have to start from the ground up. In this series, I will be slowly building a deck that I'll be able to be taking to locals and YCS events to one day become the next King of Games. It's all up to fate as I pull random packs from the wheel and try to build the best deck that I can for victory. Will I win? Find out in Mystery to Mastery.
What is up, everybody? This is O-Artistry here, and welcome back to the Mystery to Mastery series. Woohoo! So I've just literally gotten ready. We're leaving early today because there's some sort of event going on where there's like board games and all sorts. So I'm really curious about it. So we're gonna go to Firestorm. Originally, I wasn't planning to this week. I was gonna go next week, but my boy Nathan was like, "Hey, you know, you've got the 7th Tachyon card, and, you know, I want it." So we're gonna do our very first trade, which is really cool, especially for the series. And yeah, obviously, like, it's crazy that it's 7th Tachyon, but I honestly don't need it. Like, it's a card that I'm not personally looking for. I'm sure it's gonna get reprinted down the line anyways. So yeah, I'm more than happy to help my brother Nathan out. So yeah, So I've made it. It is currently, what time are we? We are 9:13, 9:15, and it is packed already. I left early for this, and it's already full. Now, the car park, the full car park, 10. So at the moment, they've got all these barriers up, at the moment. But eventually, that's when I'm gonna take a space. Because, I'm sorry, but I'm not doing what I did last time. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm perfectly happy just chilling, sit in my car here and waiting the entire time. I was initially going to go off and explore after I parked, but there's literally no spaces. It's absolutely ridiculous because how on earth, what time are you supposed to leave to get a space? Like that's absolutely ridiculous. But on top of that, I wish I had a dash cam. I wish I had a dash cam because I had this absolute idiot. Essentially, when I'm on my way to work and things like that, I've got to take this to this route, funny enough, to Firestorm. So basically, what happened was there's a roundabout where there's a school, and basically, you can either go in the first lane, so you're either going straight ahead or you turn in left. Oh, I think they're opening the car park, so I'll explain the rest of the story in a minute. I feel like today's a drama day, so to carry on with the story, now with parking situation, I've parked next door to Alan's Printers. Apparently, so there's Alan's Printers, you can see that there. Apparently we can park here. Now everybody's kicking off because they literally had this additional car park, which I showed, that you should be able to go into with no problems. And they're like, well, no, because there's people here for the day. And I'm like, well, I'm here for the whole day. I'm here from 10 till like 6. I'm here for Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was like, no, you're way off, mate. I'm like, what are you on about? I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. I was like, look, I was here 2 weeks ago for the Pokemon event. It was busy then. Like, are you joking? And he was like, look, mate, it's how it is. It is what it is. You can park literally next door. And he was like, I was like, well, where is it? And he was like, if you literally turn and you turn left. And I'm like, dude, there's no need to be rude. It's absolutely insane. I might complain. I might just find a staff member and go, by the way, I want to complain about this guy who was completely rude. Like, I'm here for the day. I'm here to spend money and use your services, and you're gonna be rude. Like, are you serious? Like, I might take the train next time. Genuinely, I might take the train because the parking is absolutely awful. But what matters is at least we've parked. That's a good thing. Okay, so back to the other story. So if you go on this roundabout, right? If you're in the right-hand lane, it's so you're heading towards like this school. It's an absolute awful roundabout. If you're in the left lane, you're either going off or you can carry straight on, first or second exit. And if you're in the second lane, you can just carry straight over. Now, there's this guy doing 40 in a 60 for no reason. Nothing ahead of him, doing nothing. And basically he decided, I'm gonna go in the middle lane. So I was like, okay, he's really slow. I'll be able to go into the left-hand lane, take the second exit, sweep on through, nice and easy, not a problem. The issue then was, we're coming to the exit of the roundabout. He's in the middle lane, I'm in the left-hand lane, and he decides, I want to go now into the left-hand lane, and I'm already there. So I honk my horn to be like, what on earth are you doing? And then he has the audacity, so I pass him safely, he has the audacity to honk me and flash his lights, and he's in the wrong. Like, mate, if you wanted to come into my lane, you should have just been in the left in the first place. Like, why are you in the middle lane? Like, what are you doing? It's so stupid, but there we go. What matters is we got here safely, we got here, we got a space, even if it's really dumb, yeah, well, we'll grab my stuff. Yeah, so I've decided to go to Asda real quick, because it's Mother's Day, and I need to get something. Sorry, Mum. But yeah, just cooling myself off. I don't, it's rare I get mad at things, but I think because of the car, to start with, and just how rude that person was, like, who works at Firestorm. Like, you don't need to be that rude. Like, it's, you know, customer service is just common decency. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, how some people can just treat other people. But there we go. I'm just gonna let it go. Because, you know, like, all it does is rile yourself up, like, and that's the thing, like, sometimes, like, yes, it's good to get mad because it's like, you know, an injustice has happened to you, so, and rightfully, you know, that's not okay. But with situations like that, you know, you just gotta take them in and let them go. That's what you gotta do. You can't let people like that bother you, you know, essentially just rise up above it. So there you go, life advice with O-Artistry, baby, let's go. Okay, so there's a lot more here than I thought, because there's like Next, Sports Direct, all sorts, like, you know, CFC or CCS. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and head on over and hopefully not get run over to Next. Wish me luck. So we're just left Next and you know, got like this Highland cow thing, which is really cool. It's like a little ornament, so that's nice. I like it. So that'll be for Mum for Mother's Day. And literally, I saw Card Factory was over there, so we're gonna pop on over different types of cards. And yeah, we're just gonna grab a Mother's Day card, and then I think we'll probably drop what I've got off, because I'm not gonna need it for the whole day. And then yeah, we'll just head on over to Firestorm. So time is 9:52, so we're pretty much just now gonna head back, drop the stuff off that I got in the car. We'll get over to Firestorm, and yeah, let's try to win some games. We'll try and win some games, but obviously it's not gonna be easy. You know, everyone's probably playing Blue Eyes, maybe Risey or Malice. We might see Trickstars again, who knows. But I'm really excited. You know, and at the end of the day, we get to spend some time with people. We also, you know, trade the 7th Tachyon. So we're getting 2 things for that. First, the money. But also we're getting an Ash Blossom for the Mystery to Mastery series, which is really cool. So I appreciate Neith dropping me one of those, because yeah, that's well needed. I need hand traps. I've got one in perm, but I can't even use that yet. Not until the 19th of April, so we're still a bit of a ways to go. But don't you worry. Bonanza stuff is slowly being released. So they had Red Dark Magician, which was kind of cool because he's not been printed very much. I'm trying to think when the last time he was even printed. I think it has to be that Yugioh Kaiba collection that had Exodia and all sorts in it, like the Duelist Kingdom kind of things. And I think that's honestly it. Eye of Timaeus is also getting a reprint, which is kind of nice, because surprisingly, Eye of Timaeus is still a kind of expensive card, even though it's been reprinted a few times. So getting another one and a nice rarity print of it is very cool. There's also Zenmeister, I think it is. I could be wrong there, but one of the wind-up cards. So that's an interesting choice. Is that coming off the ban list? Who knows? I guess we'll wait and see on that one. But it could just be for your... Well, no, it wouldn't be Edison format. So I'm not even sure. Maybe it is Edison. No, because Edison ends on Absolute Power Force, which is still Synchro Error. So I'm not sure why this is getting reprinted, because this is 100% banned. So, unless it's coming off the list, who knows? I mean, it's a rank 3, so it's not like it's a rank 4 monster that can easily Raziel can go into. So that's the only thing I can think of. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a minute. So I've just dropped everything off. It's absolutely boiling. Still causing all this chaos. Well, I'll show you now in a minute. Yeah. See, cars everywhere. Absolutely busy. There's no spaces. I'm going in the side entrance. And it's mostly just like Warhammer stuff. There's a few board games from what I can see, but there's not like loads of things there, so I have no idea. But it was so busy up there, it's insane. So I just get chill. It's so warm. I had to take my top off because it's absolutely boiling. But Iglis have done what I needed to do this morning. I got space, so grateful for that. Now we wait. We'll see what happens. It's like time to say goodbye.
I still can't play that.
Slap his boot on the head.
We both looked at our hands. We started.
Okay, first. We're laying out in my hand for the no hand traps.
I only remember my first card. I knew this. I forgot this. So I need to plan everything around this.
This is my
I don't go very far.
Here's where it's just Upstart Goblin.
Infinite potential. Literally anything.
You can move it this way slightly.
Thanks. I feel like it's always awkward for them.
Dear Belzy, first draw.
Oh, you want to take the
Second is.
No. I
So
was spend the 5 because I just do. No, my banish is here.
More than a 2. Would you like first?
Nobody can heal.
that's a good
You
question.
don't play it,
I think I'll go
jigging.
first. I'll try.
Everybody ready? Yu-Gi-Oh players, you can start the first round.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Draw.
Some people just really want to do that.
Normal winder pass.
High winder.
That's a winder.
Okay.
That's not a card I thought I'd see face to face.
You got anything else for me?
Nope, that's literally it. I wish I had more.
Draw for turn. Oh man. Yeah, I am terribly sorry.
That's fine, no worries.
We will go stand by me.
Sure.
Normal summon Abyss Pike. Effect pitch Dragoons for cost.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then off that
So we will add. This one is Anti Spirit.
Yep.
And we'll trigger Dragoons. So we'll have any sea serpent.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bring lines, boy.
Or is, I can't remember, this is 50 symbols. Has to be symbols.
We will then use Abyss Fire's effect to tribute itself and Shadow Scroll from hand to summon a hard level 7 Tri-type fish.
Summon the guy.
So we will summon
I don't remember the combo.
Super
No, I can't
Sea
remember.
King Sea
Oh,
Lion.
I forgot the nature.
Oh, well... Take the risk with
I
the
haven't played
solemn
this in a
warning.
while.
So you need Solemn Warning the Abyss Shrine effect, not the
Oh,
summon.
right. Okay.
Because it's when the monster would be summoned.
Yes,
Or is
so
that...
because this is summoning by an effect, this
Oh, I
isn't
see.
built in. So it would be attempting to get the Rhine rather than
Right.
the summon.
Okay, I see. That's my fault.
But then we will have we also have the Trinity Shadow Squad here to activate to summon a guy from deck.
I see.
So yeah, the warning would have happened on the shrine
I got
rather than
that.
the squad.
That's
Yeah,
the nice thing,
no,
is
it's
you could
summon
make it
this.
how if you did.
So we'll Trinity Shadow Squad. Do you want to do anything here?
Is that when I can use the...
Yeah, because it's an
okay,
effect
cool.
that would summon.
Okay, cool.
These are all effects that would summon rather than one when a monster would be summoned.
I see. So, yeah, I'm on 6.
Then we'll go Silicon Effect, pitching Dragoons to summon as many fish as possible from deck.
Okay, fair.
I already have that in hit white first.
Summoning Pike.
I don't think they will.
Pike.
Ryziel's using it too. You're out of...
I'm fine with Toad, just leaving my shot. This will then trigger the Dragoons to add any Sea Serpent.
Yeah.
So that is my point. It's the beard and all. People did everything from the last one.
We'll just make that reliable.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then use the effects.
Yep.
Summon the Toad. And then, because we have 5 waters exactly in the graveyard, we can switch to the Glacier and use its effect to take the 2 cards out of your hand.
Oh, lovely stuff. Which
So
two
I'm
would you
going to
like?
roll for the one you get to keep.
Yeah.
So 1 to 6.
Yeah, no worries.
Never
Oh,
remember.
so keep this, these 2 will go.
That's fair.
I'm glad I took the right guy here, though I don't think
No, I don't think I'm alive, but
you
yeah.
might be.
yeah, because I'm looking at the math.
Well, this can attack.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it might be close.
So that's 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 7, 6. Oh no, I think I've got it.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think this is exact as well. So we're going to make Lizardos,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to use Lizardos effect, banishing Shadow Squad, targeting Winder. So this attacks now 0,
Okay.
and we're going to go battle.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So 800 over.
I pulled the ultimate
And
like
then,
52 and then-
and then that's, oh yeah, because you're only 6k.
Yeah.
I'll be good.
So that is game.
Very quick.
Blown out of the water.
We did have that.
Not bad. You haven't shifted again. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I...
Of course they do.
I didn't last year, so.
He doesn't speak Welsh though.
Maybe I saved it.
Yeah, but you don't.
I wasn't the one saying. I was under the horse. I was the horse.
Do you have a side deck for this pile?
I I do, but I don't think it would help me.
I mean, to be fair, looking at this side, I don't think anything helps me against a pile of bulk.
Yeah. Yeah, because I roughly know mermail.
Yeah.
I remember the 28 fish, because back in the day that was like insane.
Yeah, summon as many fish as possible.
Yeah.
Would you like first or second?
I think I will go second this time.
Sure. Family name?
Yeah.
We will go effective tails, pitch, dragoons first.
Yeah.
Special dragoons, and we'll go chinning 1 dragoons, chinning 2 tails.
Yeah.
Add minstrel and add shadow squad.
Okay.
You will then go effective minstrel, pitching the shadow squad to look at your hand and banish a card for yourself
I get
until
the
the option
options,
is.
and then this will trigger off any simple spoilers.
Let's go like buffs. And then that'll trigger the shadow squad to summon an Atlantean or Mermail from deck.
I'm not playing. What does it do?
Someone's
So we can summon the prince.
Is there anything else?
no, nothing on someone.
Then we can do the prince effect, sending the prince for cost.
When I control a non-effect monster, especially on the 10 in the back and yes, swarms.
That's what it is.
Another copy
No. Link 1 into Monk of
and trigger the dragoons.
So this can banish this from grave in order to
Summon a woo.
Summon
The 10.
so any
Shocker.
no response.
Now we use Shrine, triggering Prince. Summon Coelacanth. That triggers Nectarist, targeting the dragoons to reborn. Now we've got 5 waters in grave, so
Yeah,
you
that's
can
fine.
drop a Moon on you, and use the Moon effect to take 2 cards out of your hand. Yeah.
Bounce
Come on.
when I control a non-effect monster, bounce a card. It doesn't.
This is cool. This one. And then once
So is it discarded?
it's discarded, yeah, we've got to go. One, so that's it.
No. We are the monks.
No response.
What can we do from here? We can normal summon Ferulia.
Okay.
Any response?
He'll call the shark.
Yeah.
Shark effect. Summon the toad, trigger the dragoons.
Once per turn when a simple spoils are added any card
Make copies of Nectarist. Coral target Shadow Squad. Shadow Squad effect. Plus side draw. These are now all level 7. So we can overlay these 2.
So which one flexible or circle goods?
I have no idea what tank he does.
Seal effect, pitch the dragoons. Summon more fish.
Tribute a worm monster, then target a monster on the field, destroy it, and then you use this effect on the turn. Once per turn during the phase, you can send this past a grave, and if you place a flawless perfection penny from your deck or graveyard, face up from your field zone.
Yes. I don't know what happens now.
Making a shark. Use the effect, making a toad.
Judge.
Yeah.
Relinquish animal stealing a trap monster that's not treated as a that's still treated as a trap card. What attack is given and does it does it retain? Does it stay as a monster that is a trap and stuff like that?
One more disgrace. Summon this up, then I can summon it all. It's level 14. And while it's on the field, I can summon single.
Pretty sure it's level 5, but I don't know about Yo, should we get for a masterpiece? Yeah.
So always against you, I get tentacles. We will then just go and make
Which is a spell that exists continuously on the field. It is not continuous.
and then we will cast you. You get your what kind of property back.
Oh, joy! This is when I wish I had Nim.
Yeah.
Probably would have been ripped from my hand.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I look at your hand and go, oh, I don't want that now.
Yeah. Okay, let's even try. We'll see what happens. Sulphur Cord Elegance to attempt to place a Sulphur Cord Pendant monster into my pendant.
Go for it.
Cool.
Random 12 burn for no reason. This is a level 14. Yes.
So just Angelica to throw over here.
Can I read it?
Set a card. Sure. Normal summon Armageddon Knight to attempt to send a dark monster from deck to grave.
I think on a principle, I just do not want Armageddon Knight resolved. So I'm going to attempt to negate and destroy Toad.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool.
And then I'm going to steal it. So I'm just going to set to my set field, and then Toad will trigger a new chain to add a water monster back to my hand, so I will add back to Beans.
Sure. I think that's all I can do, so
Yeah.
let's turn in for me.
I will draw for turn. I will flip summon Armageddon Knight.
Yep.
And I will then attempt to leave the main phase.
That is fine.
I will go to the battle phase.
Yep.
I'll attack for 14.
I will chain my Water Kinetic Puppeteer, discard it. So I'm just going to move it over here.
Yeah, I will continue to attack for
that's
14.
I'll take the 14.
26.
So I'm going to attempt to use the Zoma of the Spirit here.
No idea.
So I can special summon
I've
this in
seen it, like a
defense
little
mode
dog.
as an effect monster. Still treat it as a trap card. If this card is summoned this way and destroyed by battle, then you inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster. But I think Toad can.
Yeah, I'm just going to negate the Toad and set to my field and steal your cards.
Yep, that's fair.
And then continue to
I
attack
am fearful
26.
of Brexit.
28 or 24 for the end.
Yep, that's fair.
The fear is like, I've accepted the fear after 5 years.
Don't fight against low hello. I know, including my
Yes, for the best. Go over to hand deck.
Thanks.
You're welcome. High or low?
I do not mind.
Should we go high?
Yeah, let's go high roll.
6.
I do need hand
Did you win?
A 4.
I will take first.
That's fair enough.
Thank you very much.
That's alright.
I mean, you're still undefeated.
If it is, then that's crazy.
I should notice that's in reverse. That's cool.
It's my other mistake, guys are all wrong up.
I think so.
There's only 6 of us left.
Yu-Gi-Oh players, you may begin the second round.
Good luck.
Good luck, buddy. Great.
Yeah, stand by.
Sure.
Me.
Yep. Why did you cringe?
Activate temple.
Yeah.
Temple effect. Place one from the hand and one from the deck.
I think you've been playing this since maths, so just like, is it your actual deck now, or are you still borrowing it?
Oh no, I haven't bought it.
You're still borrowing it. I guess I'm going first. Cool. Anything
Is my same game?
No, you're all good.
Facing engine effect. Revealing my arcus cost. Sure. So 7 and then such.
Good. Yeah.
That would have been the time to rush.
I wish I had been attacked.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
My heart for the Blues.
No. Watch me deliver.
Use Heart's effect. Discarding it to add another copy of Arc.
Yeah.
I do like the art.
Yeah.
I'll activate my Arc.
Yep.
Roll out. You can cut this.
That just looks awesome.
Yeah. All of their controls social synchro around anyone.
Set 2.
Yep.
Go to Enfield, so go to Zodiac Enfield.
No, sorry. Yep.
Weird scene in the
Set Exiled Fires of Rage.
Sure.
Because I built this entire deck for
Over
10.
to you.
Okay. Let's draw a card. That's a card.
Is it cool? I mean, I'm going to it. I'm not happy about it.
With Clockwork
So you draw one there.
So everything's now machine.
That is correct.
Good.
Activate Sulphur Cord Elegance. So attempt to place a Sulphur Cord monster into my pendulum zone.
Okay,
Joker. There.
Yeah, so Chain of Guards says that you're voting 2 to draw.
Set one.
There's 2 guilds.
We'll set a monster.
We're
gonna attempt to this Glare of Darkness for a +2 draw. Oh, there's only one dark attribute in my hand.
So just one vessel of the Dark Cycle or Cycle of the Dragon.
yeah, this it worked.
Yeah, that it did. Move to end phase.
Sure. So, in phase, Exodia effect 1.
Yeah.
Exalt chain 2.
Yeah.
So, Exalt will wipe your board.
Okay. So my face down was Imperial Mind Wall. Angelica goes up here.
The mouse attack.
And then I got Dotscape with those sent to the graveyard, so attempt to activate its effect and bring it back.
Yeah. Exodia resolve set in the Exalt
Cool.
from the deck. And then. Yeah, if you can cut, please.
Yep, no worries.
On to me.
Here we are.
Then
No worries.
draw full turn.
Yep.
Standby phase, you take 1,000 damage from Exodia, that's chain
Yep.
of 1. Yeah. I will activate Obliterate Blaze,
Okay.
targeting the Exodia.
Yep.
So then activate the inherited effect from Blaze, so I pay half life as cost.
Yep.
You destroy all spell and traps on the field, but not in the field spell zone. So
Okay, so just.
I have to destroy a minimum of 1 for it to actually apply.
I see. Yep.
And I equip from hand and on the deck the 5 pieces of
So do you?
Exodia.
Yep.
Together we get value.
Together.
We're in this together.
I'm sorry, he's ruining himself with that. With what he's been doing recently. You've seen him, he's roided up here. He looks awful. And then Exodia gains 2k attack for each piece.
I just love how they're all 25th anniversary.
I have the Starlights as well, so I don't want to risk damaging them.
No,
so
that's
these are like £3, they were like 60 each. So.
Yeah, no, that's completely valid.
Exodia gains 10,000 attack points.
Yep.
And he also deals piercing.
Oh, lovely.
I'll go to battle.
Yep.
Target the Dotscaper.
I will quick effect block kinetic puppeteer.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going to attempt to move him. If I can.
Move that target to another their main monster zones. Okay. Where would you like to move it?
I'll just move it to the middle.
Okay. Redeclare the attack.
Yep, still died.
Effect in damage card.
Yeah,
Boost up another 3,500.
yep, that's fair.
So that's 11,500 into 21.
Yep.
That's 9,400.
Yep.
Yep, game 2.
Yep, fair enough. I had Virus in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's full Fiendsmith combo.
Yeah, that's
Technically.
it. Yeah.
You can change your stats to a Fiend type, but then you just go in regular.
I just need Fiendsmith.
Yeah. You just need 2 engravers.
Yeah.
One was it the link one?
Sends a worm.
Not too
Requiem.
sure on the name. Yeah. Yeah, so half the battle.
That is true.
Or if I go Blue Eyes and get Sage, then I can add a level light to this.
True.
Because if you tribute a worm,
Sync it with Sage, form formula, and draw one.
Yeah, if I had four.
So with the premise of the series, it's like
Yes.
you buy. Can you only add what you bought, or can you add trade cards as well?
Yeah, so I
or-
can add the trade stuff. So I'll add like the Ash Blossoms to the deck after today, and then because I've got some stuff that was donated by people, so I've like added those in.
if there's anything else, I'm thinking.
I will attempt first. Why not?
Sure.
I probably. Fair enough. Okay. We will run back the Sulphur Cord Elegance.
Sends that.
And then I can place Flaw Protection on the 10th and grade on them.
This time I'll go for Katia.
Yep.
That looks like it says or sentence.
Let's set 2. And we will set 1 over here and enter there.
Okay, I will draw for 2.
Sure.
Standby?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And then
Stand by me.
you got anything live in grey? No, not currently.
Nothing now.
No, this is on line 2. Banish it if I can search 10.
Put this one Genji into place.
Yes.
The only cards I know you added are 2 in your
Activate Wager.
Yes.
Wager effect.
No, the
It's a weird one. Shifter.
Okay.
From the deck.
shooter.
Yes.
So that's the shooter and that's the shooter.
One.
Sure.
Something fucking does it.
Do they do anything?
Who knows?
Same Genjin effect, paying 2 as cost.
Yes.
They do not have an arc.
It can't be dropped down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add art.
Yes.
I use Heart's effect.
Greeting.
Changing its cost to add the arc.
Something from so let's see what you're sending. There's only one line, maybe 6.
The golem revealing Yonkers cost.
Chain.
Sure.
Rivalry of the Warlords.
Ooh.
So you
Each player can only control one type of monster. So they can only control Beast Warriors.
Yes, that is correct.
Interesting. Okay, so that chains. One sec. Okay, sorry, quick ruling. I've got one type of monster on the field already. Attempting to summon a new type. Rivalry's chain. Does that, because this is a part of a chain summon, does it summon and then I resolve rivalry? And then I have to lose one of the two that's on the field?
Take statue to summon, they've got chain rivalry.
Yeah. So would this just not summon? Because I already control a type?
Rivalry resolves first, so that you then...
Yeah, because I already control that type, so then this card can't summon itself?
As far as away from
Because I already control another type, but then it doesn't... Would it not be able to? Because I'm attempting to summon a different
Yeah,
type.
you're attempting to summon a type which you can't because you're now locked into the stories.
Yeah.
So it just kind of sits there.
Yeah. Okay.
I did a thing.
I mean, since it doesn't technically summon itself, then I can't add the spell anyway, so that's fine. That's quite funny actually, because I actually can't activate Millennium Arc now.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what.
That's pretty damn good, actually.
That's
Yeah,
what I was waiting.
Fair play. Oh, yeah, okay. That's actually messed up. Okay, I will attempt to leave main and go back.
Yep, that's fair.
Engaging into the first thing.
So it's dot scaper, so he
Yeah.
dies and then
And
he
then
comes
you go
back.
straight back.
And I'm locked into Cybers.
Set one. Over to you.
I mean, we can set monsters, but not a lot we can do.
That's the issue.
I'm going to place the Sulfur Coated Angelica over here,
Okay.
and I don't know why I'm looking here. There's no way I've got.
I tend to do entire Valhalla level. It took 15 minutes. My hand was 18 minutes.
Yeah, we can Cybers, technically you can sub it, so...
Yeah, I mean, I have a few Cybers monsters, but Dotscape is the only one I can ever afford. Back to you.
I was on to
Yeah.
Starlight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Effective shield in place.
Sure.
Bow.
Yep.
Sing engine into Landscape.
Yeah.
Pass 2.
I don't know if that helps me or not. I will enter there.
I will drop them.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Yep.
Yeah. Bow.
It is my property.
Okay. Yeah, pass 2.
Roll 14. Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Progressive gameplay.
Second track for Paradise.
That would have been funny later on. I've got to end my turn.
Okay, I'll draw for 2.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Bow.
Yep.
Sing engine hit.
Yep.
For 2750. That's the weird thing as well, it's like it ends in 50, so... And then turn now?
Draw 14. Okay.
Which one? Do you want to put monster?
I'm going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon.
Okay.
I'm going to target the... I'm going to target the face down.
Because Exiled fires a bridge.
And that's given me room, so I'm going to activate Emergency Teleport to attempt to special summon a level 3 or lower psychic from my hand or deck, but banish it during the end phase.
That's all good.
Yep. gonna choose Leaf Place.
Okay. Interesting.
So he gains 200 attack and defense for each card in your graveyard, which obviously is not all
I
a lot.
only have 2, so that's 400.
And then, just for the shenanigans, Clockwork Knight.
So maybe a machine.
Now everything is machines. Mine gains 500, yours lose 500, so it's currently on 2250.
And yours on 9.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there's nothing else I can do there. So, gotta go to the end phase.
Yeah.
Finally place.
Okay.
Your turn.
Draw for 2.
But if you have machine type monsters,
I do not. I do not have machine type monsters. Yeah, battle, Sing Engine Club.
so it's now 2250. That might matter.
We are down now to 3. So, roll 2.
When you
I've only waited one turn.
actually when you
Your turn. Oh wait.
No, you carry on.
No, that's completely that's fine.
yeah, effects on effects.
Standby.
Yeah.
Main.
Yeah.
Look, Exalt effect engrave. Ashes cost.
Yeah.
It adds a Forbidden One piece.
Sure. Oh wait, it's Exodia coming out of nowhere.
I'll add the head.
Sure. Have I just lost to Exodia?
No.
I was gonna say, that's gonna be
No,
like...
it's just something I'm just. It's like one of the things I can actually do at the minute. So
Okay.
'cause I can't use these.
Yeah.
I can't use these for their effects or for an alternative summoning.
Yeah.
Card is basically just sitting in the graveyard,
Yeah.
and then the other cards in my hand are non-machines, so I can't
Yeah.
summon them. And obviously with the Ankh, I can't activate the Ankh either.
I literally thought you added the head and then just show all 5 and just be like, that's game. I would have been like, well.
Do you know what? I will pass.
Okay.
On end phase, I
Yeah.
have more than 7 in hand, so I am
Yeah.
required to discard until I have 6. So I will discard Dark and Terraforming.
Yes. Draw for turn. Your turn. All I needed was a summonable monster.
I'll go battle.
Yep.
Sing Engine.
Yep. Oh, don't let it end like this.
I'll end my turn and I'll pitch the wedge.
Draw for turn. Oh. You won.
I mean, come on, keep going.
I have to pass.
Yes, you did.
I wish I could. Unless you want to give me the homie drop, which is entirely up to you.
You know what? Sure, go on. I'll pass turn and I'll pitch the Exile.
Okay, draw for turn. There we go. So, because I have
Why not? This is fun.
because I have the Angelica and the Cutia,
Yeah.
we can pen summon Mental Tuner, and then tribute for Behemoth, the King of 100 Battles.
Okay. Yeah.
So this guy is unaffected by the effects of special summon monsters. I can't use its other effect to target a Beast, Warrior, Winged Beast and add it back to my hand because I literally don't have any.
Yeah.
And then during each end phase, I can make this gain 700 attack points.
So it'll be 34 on the
So
end
wait,
phase. Okay.
so thanks to Clockwork Knight, we're on 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Yeah. You're on 32 now, I'm
so
on
I'm on
2250,
32.
so I would take 950.
Yes.
Wedge's effect will place it in the spell and trap card zone instead of destruction.
Yes.
And I'll take 950. That's fine.
And then I will move to the end phase, activate its effect, so I'm just going to borrow this dice so we know it's got an additional 700. So it's on 39.
Okay.
Really?
And that's me.
Draw turn.
Yeah.
Standby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Set one.
I think that's up.
Shield effect.
Yes.
Revealing Arcus cost. Add another Ankh.
Yes.
That's up Sunday, so that was you. Pass.
Okay, draw for turn.
Oh, sorry, in end phase, discard.
Yeah, no
So,
worries.
I'll discard the
no
golem,
worries.
and then go.
Okay.
So end phase, your monster's effect, so he gains another one? Is he
Oh,
every
it's during my end phase.
No, I thought it was every end phase.
No. I wish it was every end phase. That'd be nice. Okay. Main phase, battle phase, attempt to attack the.
Yeah, I lose defense as well, yeah?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Does he deal like any sort of piercing? No. Okay.
He's just giant beat stick. I will move to end phase.
Yep.
So he's on 4,000.
He's on 32 because of the clock, and then you gain 2 lots of 4, so that's 4k exactly.
Yeah, oh, fair enough.
There we go.
Cool.
I'll draw for turn.
Yep.
Standby.
Yep.
Me.
Yep.
I got Exile Effect Engrave.
Yep. Oh, have I died to Exodius? This was happening.
Come on. I did it!
Is it happening? Is it? Yeah! Exodia!
Get his ass!
Obliterate! That's fair play, my brother.
I did it! You're all
What am I going to do?
Fair enough.
You know what? Yeah, you go first. Let's see.
I'll go first. Why not?
Heavenly Dragon's
Let us set 3.
Normal man.
Can do again.
Set 1 and turn end.
Stand by me.
Yep.
Effective tattoo.
Yep, that's fine. Yep.
Tattoo, destroy, and send you can combine level.
Yep.
Foolish attorney and then control non-effects on side. With a different name.
Effective Gatic summon.
Yep.
Gatic actually me.
Yep, that's fine.
Effective to summon.
I will chain rivalry.
Basically, the question is, do I fear negative?
She'll lock in the fiends. Suitor stays in hand.
What's that temple begins?
Chain.
Sure.
Activation of the pins. Activation sets and focus.
Once per turn, 2 or more set
Effect,
cards.
destroy, and send 2.
Level 4 water and one from the
Yeah, it's 2 sets. So like, you play a lot of spells.
one teacher.
Is this the one that wrong team?
I can't let you know.
So how is that being summoned?
It's inherent. It returns 5 guys.
I'm assuming you're going to activate that. I can't activate.
So I pay 2,000 and negate the summon and destroy it.
Yeah.
I'll set one mysterious.
So I'm currently on 6.
Then I'll use the same effect to get a monster dimensions.
Draw for turn. So I'm going to tribute my monster for Vanity's Fiend.
Oh, go to hell.
Battle phase. Yeah, that goes great. 24. That's me.
You can banish him there.
Draw for turn.
And it stays.
Set. Battle. Attempt to attack. And I'll enter then.
Summon. Effect to add a spell or mention 7 things or anything.
Draw. Battle phase. Attack. Your turn.
I keep forgetting this one. For some reason, I cannot set only set
Set. Battle. Another 24. So taking 48 so far.
The thing is, it's an activate once per turn, but the effects aren't hard once per turn. So second turn, you set one, then activate this over the top, set the focus, and then get it.
Activate Impem. If you didn't end up off leading eights,
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy?
This is the one that is the king.
It's that right. Other
Gatting, Sully.
Yep.
Collector Gatting and Sleepy.
Yep.
It's a level 6. Some people are doing like
Sleepy.
Yep.
Summon.
you make two of them, so you make Lars. So you have 2 Lars gates.
And then I will bottomless. What? So it gets destroyed and then banished.
Chain. Fusion Summon.
Chain Solemn. So another 2K.
I'll give you one. I was going to go all in. Gonna be cool. Effect 2 sets.
Effect.
1, 2, 3. Both the scroll cups.
Yep.
Yep.
Summon level 6 alone.
It's random.
Fusion. Hop to add mental spells from trap.
Target up to 3 opponent's traps with different in your graveyard set. So I don't know. What does multi-roll say? Does it say randomly?
Effect the full spell card.
I do not know. So then this is a pop when you activate it.
Yeah, and you on an each.
Say frustrated.
Yeah. I want a combo. I want a combo.
No, it's just
You get one more draw.
I mean, it's a long way to live.
Mark effect.
Go.
So everything's back online.
Yeah.
Vandy's Fiend to attack again for another 24. And then end turn.
This is the pop.
Yeah. It's definitely draw.
Draw. Battle phase, Vandy's Fiend to attack. End turn.
Alright. Yes.
Destroy that, I guess.
Fasty?
Go.
I don't know anything about that.
So on your end phase, I'm going to activate Summon the Spirit. Oh yeah, another play special summon one says. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so I'll draw a card. I will.
This is way better.
Yeah, because it's for safety. Oh, that's a script. Yeah, I got a game.
I mean, when you actually summon Vanity's rival.
That is honestly the best move that I can make in this entire deck, and that is not even a joke. So I literally just, I got lucky. Would you like first or second? That's fair. That's valid. Here we go. It's so tilted. Good luck, brother. Yeah. Yep, that's fair.
I just wouldn't have Yeah, like I just wouldn't.
Yep.
You're supposed to interact.
Yep.
Strike.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi Larry, bye Larry.
Well, because I don't want my opponent to use weighted dice. Because so easy. I can go to my opponent, and let's say my opponent has I could then do my opponent to and I just say no to everything they suggest. I could just give them
Hi Larry.
That's so dumb.
I swear you didn't pop me just so you can say that.
I could have said it anyway.
I know, but
True.
wait, you were instant, you're like,
Yeah.
Back to King 10-3.
Yep.
was it the draw for turn? Yes.
Oh, you see that? So the extra draw from the making the Silhouette.
I know, didn't matter.
Yep.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, so you just the first thing, so have you ever about any chance
Yep.
to this? Yeah, actually I have. Okay, cool. I do not reach your randomization like that. Just, well then that would then get next to it was just in conversation.
Yeah, but let's use some
Yeah.
players who is going around the venue trying to see like, oh, do you think you know Five
Yeah.
this morning? Do you know Five Yeah, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Factor engraver. Shuffle in money.
More of that. What did you have?
On the table there. That's like this is a weird you know, doing Rubik's cubes.
Attack the goblin.
Yep.
Straight sent 2.
Yep.
There's a light chaos angel, but then you forgot about it's like engraved version of
Has Spencer's Trap.
Yep.
Same party. Attack here on at Tachyon.
Can't target this.
While I can call it so you can currently tell
It's like I permanently target it.
Summoning
I'm all using engraver.
Yep.
Is any monster not threatened to...
special.
Yep.
Into sequence.
Yep.
Back to sequence. Back to 3.
There's box of spell.
Sorcery.
Yep.
Oh, good.
we'll go Focus Summon. And then on resolution, negate it from the use traffic. Negate your Ruben.
Yep.
And then new chain will go Anguish Pattern 1, popping Raider, Rabbit 2, Banish. Focus Summon and then set a Focus Trap from there, and you can activate it.
If we activate.
I wish I had Giant Rock charge for the turn. Oh, interesting. Okay. Gonna start off
So you can
with
summon another one of these.
Clockwork Knight.
Yeah, it's no worse than
So what this does is all face-up monsters on the field become machines,
Fine.
and then mine gain 500, you also lose 500.
Yes. Is this stun?
No, this is cards. This is cards.
So far I've seen everything.
Place Angelica over in the Pendulum Zone.
Hey, this isn't.
Yeah, no, this is not
No.
stun.
So far what I've seen was vanities. 2 Solemn Warning, a strike.
Yeah. Attempts Allure of Darkness for a +2 draw, banish a die.
Yes.
I will get rid of the Fantastical Dragon Phantasm.
Okay.
Sulphur-Cord Elegance.
I have no idea.
I'm going to attempt to place a Pendulum monster in my Pendulum Zone.
That's good.
So I'll grab GT.
It's really funny if a guy called Mark turn around and go,
Set cards can be destroyed.
I'm going to activate 1 for 1, so I'm attempt to send for cost, and
Still
then
have this.
summon the level 1. Leave
Anything
face.
else right now?
negate.
Still.
I'll negate
Live
this,
isn't it?
and this. I like my attack stats, thank you very
Yep,
much.
that's fair. That's absolutely fair. 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't even pen some of that. That is your game. because you can literally swap to attack mode and absolutely smash it. I had King of the Hundred Battles. Basically, it's a giant beat stick, so it's unaffected by the effects of special summon monsters.
I love beat sticks.
It has an effect that if this card is normal summoned, you can target a Beast, Warrior, Wing Beast in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. But I do not have any other Beast Warrior Wing Beasts, and then just during each end phase of my end phases, I can make it gain 700. So it starts off with Clockwork Knight as well, it becomes like 32, then comes like 39, and then so on and so forth.
I don't think I have anything to say.
And then this card's kind of funny because it gains 200 for each card in your graveyard.
In your opponent's graveyard.
Yeah, and then obviously with Clockwork, it gains another 500 on top of.
Beat Beast.
Yeah, so it can slowly become Beat Stick.
This is where you can flip rivalry, tribute right.
I was attempting to get Dotscaper out, so then I could tribute it for the King of 100 Battles, because you can tribute someone with one. And then obviously Dotscaper comes back because of its effect. So that's what the attempt was. But yeah, you switched me off.
No, because you just can't destroy cards.
Yeah,
Oh, that must be really annoying.
I will go first.
Sorry.
Interesting.
Okay, most interesting.
Sophical Cutie.
Yeah.
Elegance to attempt to place the Pendulum monsters.
You had so many cards in hand.
It was more copies of Man.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was other ones on the field.
It was mostly Man.
That's it. Many.
So many men in my hand.
So many men.
And then I'm going to swing the pendulum.
Yep. You pendulum summon one and tribute rarities. I will not. Don't you dare.
I wish.
If I remember,
I wish. That would
Expecting a pendulum one and go.
I wish. That would have been amazing. Unfortunately, it's
I
not
would have taken this table and gone.
So I will proceed to the end phase. This is now on like 8, 9, 31, 32. It's on 34.
Yep.
And I will end my turn.
Stand by me.
Yep.
Normal.
yes, 10, 12.
Dark Plane effect. What are the pendulum scales do?
I only have 14
The pendulums.
Do they do anything?
No. So it's pendulum summons of your Sulphur Cord pendulums cannot be negated.
That one by
And
box.
your opponent cannot activate spell, trap, or monster effects when your Sulphur Cord Pendulum monsters is pendulum summoned.
I'll pop that one.
Bye, Angelica.
Effect. Pop some level. Mementos level 3 level. Mark.
Until the end of the next one.
I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Next.
Yeah, so we'll go Balfour's.
Just sorry, one card. Wait,
Just imagine they named Odeon.
together, or was that just one?
Oh, they did, of course they did.
So it's like Circuit's name, Mark?
Or is the Mark called Odeon? Or is the Mark called Mark?
This will tackle the
But then Marik's also close to Mark, so...
True. He's with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Always with Mark.
And they both have marks technically with the tattoos.
That's my wing. You're an aneurysm when you die.
and then 20.
Back, Goblin.
So some thoughts on that.
Good win. Effect to Sheepy.
Yeah,
Effect to Sheepy.
sure.
All you do is push you over the threshold where doing 10 high combo is too much brain power.
Effect to Sun 3.
Yeah.
It's greatest when you get this shit done. Confusion.
The only annoying thing about this deck is because your like main combo stills at 4 macro zones, you can't mix it with other macro decks.
And then the fifth one's taken by Temple of the King.
No, it's Temple of the
That's
Kings,
powerful, yeah.
Anguish Pattern, and then the 2 Echo Straps.
Was it once upon a time that the traps used to still take up the zone?
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't anymore, right?
No.
You may send the cost,
That's because of speed.
but you don't click them.
It's not very crap. Speed was like, wait, these are terrible because
Can't use anything.
they take up the full 33% of your ward space.
It's that 2,500 defense.
Then we do this.
Adds back one. Oh, let's search it.
It's only the one that burns you when you kill it. That's ruined it because will you crash it and kill your hero? I'll go first.
Yeah, good.
I mean, do you want to go first? I'm assuming you want to go first.
I don't know, I feel like... I'm not fearless. No.
I'm going to go first.
You go first, yeah. But I think after that one, I might have to go first.
Draw someone.
Send the guy back.
Yes. And then one that comes on the field, you can't target.
Good treasures.
Oh, it's dark. You can't. You want to
Activate treasures. Practice second approach.
You don't have to summon them anymore.
Yeah, Joel's not even that good against you, is it?
It's weird. Like sometimes yes, sometimes no.
But you go this to that, then you just set this anyway.
Yeah, there's the level 10 guy wait, which is a discard to search mana.
And now, as you can see, I have two
It's
effect
getting kind of
monsters.
foolish. I'm not entirely sure.
And of course, I'm going to be very boring.
Yeah.
I guess you could do this track so that you can...
Yeah.
Isn't you?
I suppose it sets up the second effect of this.
Yeah.
We'll set both of them. We'll set one card.
Fusion Summon.
Effects to search monster.
Yeah.
Princess.
Oh, Chris, so it does.
Or
Okay,
you
Joel.
can't change it.
No, yes, if you, you lose a lot of resources, but also
Sea Summon. Big Season Man. Special Dragon. Battle Phase.
I wasn't sure initially if I was dead, but I think I am now.
Attack with big number.
Yeah, so I take 26,
So this is.
and then that's 3 for 5,
So that's 56.
6, 7, and then add
These
the
are just
other two.
eight.
Yeah.
Like this is 56, and then that's 86. Just
Oh, okay.
big number though. Okay, good. There's no mana to score.
Oh, it was solemn. I can't even pay the cost. No, fair play.
Stun.
Games are done, and oh, hello. my music decided to kick off. I managed to actually get a game. Not the round, but I managed to get a game. Thank you, Vanity Speed Rivalry. Yay! I'm so excited that I actually managed to win a game. So now is the job of getting home. So from what I can see there was a speed camera van literally by the bus stop, which is opposite. So obviously I gotta be careful there. There's a couple cars, so just gotta kind of skate around, and then I should get home with no problems, hopefully, traffic depending. I think there is some sort of event or something at the stadium, so as long as I can get back with relative ease, then we should be fine. And I think I've got enough battery life. I know pretty much the way home, and there it's just I like it for just knowing, just in case if I mess up, it's there, so that's fine. So anyways, I'm gonna see you guys when I'm back. Okay, so we are now back. I've just had dinner, and first of all, thank you to everybody who let me record all the episodes. That was all the duels, that was awesome. I really had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. We had a rematch, and this time it was against Marincess, not Marincess, what am I on about? Mermail. There was a Marincess card in there, but we didn't win those games. That's a really solid deck, because once everything is out on the board, like, you know what I mean, unless you have things like Nib or anything like that, maybe evenly, or just a way of, like, if I went first and got Vanity's Fiend out, then that would have all been fine. But yeah, that's a really solid deck that we could even struggle against. And then on top of that, then we faced Nath. That was a lot of fun. Shouts to him. I love his Millennium deck. It's super fun to go against, and we got obliterated. Exodia came out on the board, so that was really funny. But we got some homie drops. I did manage. Rivalry is really good. Fair play to Rivalry. I love it. It doesn't work if you're obviously playing a deck with just, let's say, I mean, it somewhat helps with, like, let's say, Blue Eyes, for example, because you can then only play dragons or spellcasters. But if you're playing, I don't know, let's say, Elemental Hero, which is predominantly Warrior, it's a literally useless trap card. Now, we then also got the bye in the third round, which is why there was only 3 games today. And then finally, in the 4th game, we managed to, like I said, get a win. So, not a complete win in the round, but we managed to get a win, which is fantastic. So, before we do something a little bit special, what I wanted to do was kind of show kind of what we got today in terms of actual cards. So, the first thing, and the most important things, is the Ash Blossoms and Joyous Springs. Thanks to Nathan, massive shout-outs to my boy for coming through. Part of the 7th Tachyon trade was obviously money, as well as a play set of Ash Blossom. I wasn't expecting a full play set. I was only expecting 1 copy, but, it means a lot to get, actual negates. I am so excited to now be playing negates. I'm very much happy with this. So this is fantastic. And then obviously after April's event, we've got Imperm, so that's amazing. I literally can't wait. So we've got the 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Springs, so I super happy with those. But then also I was gifted, more cards, so huge shout outs, to the Momentum player, who was my last opponent, because he gave me not only a Power Brink Stone, which is from the OP, the tournament pack, which would be hilarious if we pull another one. There's this a kind of funny trap card because it is technically skill drain. So each time a monster effect is activated, you place a Spellstone counter on this card, and then when that effect resolves, you get a maximum of 2 counters. While this card has 2 counters, neither player can activate the effects of face-up monsters on the field, and also the effects of face-up monsters on the field are negated. And then once per turn during the end phase, so that's either player's end phase, if this card has any spell counters, or spellstone counters, you remove them. So you need to get 2, and then it can switch everything off. So this is probably a side deck potential card. We'll wait and see. But then we also were given goes in match. So each player can only control 1 attribute of monster, and then you send the rest to the graveyard. So not only can we now shut down, so they can only control 1 type of monster, we can now shut down that they can only control 1 attribute. Again, this is a kind of a card that, it's really good. I like what it can do, but if you're playing, I don't know, let's say Mermail, that's all water attribute. So unless there's a way we could change the attributes, we're not going to get there very far. But it's an interesting card, so I like it. I think it's great. We also managed to get a few cards from the bulk bin at Firestorm, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, I don't want to do this all the time, because that's effectively cherry picking. Because then we're getting cards that we can just go, oh, I need this card, and just take it. You know what I mean? And that's not the point of the series. It's kind of why I haven't started with a structure deck. Funny enough, I was asked that question, why didn't you just grab a structure deck? And I was like, well, Rev started with the Lightsworn deck, but this was obviously before the Blue Eye structure deck. If I decided to get, let's say, 1 structure deck, that gives me an Ash, a Nib, a Corby, and an Imperm. If you get 3 structure decks, that's 3 copies of each, which is, in my opinion, just way too strong to even start with. And then I'm playing dragons, which is fine, and I don't mind playing dragons, and I'm playing Blue Eyes, but it's already a consistent strategy. Now, obviously, that's, how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is now. That it's the biggest lesson I've learned throughout this series, that unfortunately, yes, freak accidents can happen. We won a game, but unfortunately, in terms of when people are playing cards, it's, consistency is key. And that is now the the biggest change. Like, and instead of it being like regular duel monsters, for example, where you know, Yugi, Joey, Kaiba, they weren't really playing archetypes per se. They were just playing monsters and things that worked well together. And some, yes, Yugi, for example, in season 2 did have the Magnet Warriors and then had like Kings, Queens, Jack's Knight and things like that, but they were very low end on the spectrum. Now, obviously now it's like full combo at the tip of your hands, and I am not playing a full combo or anything like that at all. So with that in mind, you know, it's like I'm climbing a mountain, but because we got a victory, it felt so much better than just, oh, I managed to get, you know, some cards. It's a thing that I've been tossing and turning about, because essentially I could just maybe not get a structure deck. I was thinking and debating a core, which funny enough, I did actually get a card, which was Thunder Dragonhawk, and obviously this was been massively reprinted, and there are cards in the Bonanza set. I've been recently playing Mokuba on Duel Links, who is using a Thunder Dragon deck, and I really like it. So I was like, well, if I was going to play anything, I'd play Thunder Dragon, because that's a 2019, it's a little out there, maybe like a little core, like a Thunder Dragon core or something like that per se, but then I thought about it and I was like, well, again, I'm just cherry picking what decks then I want to play, and that's not the point of the series. If I naturally pull a whole load, fair enough. So obviously I do have some cards, but not a complete set. So we'll basically, that's kind of the idea, if that makes sense, like in my thought process going forward. So we also have Light Dragon at Ignista, which is 2 level 4s. I believe, if I quickly read this, yes, you can detach a material from this card, destroy face-up cards up to the number of Ignista monsters you control, and it doesn't actually stay beside itself, so you can technically use this. So this is kind of like a handy level 4 that, you know, down the line we may or may not go into. Spirit Shield, which works with fiends and zombies. You can negate attacks. You can also negate effects by banishing fiends and zombies from your graveyard. But if you do not control a fiend or a zombie monster, you have to then send this card to the graveyard, which ironically Clockwork Knight counters because it turns everything into machines. So that'd be really funny. We also got Speedroid Colonel Clackers. He's a pretty interesting dude. But I don't think we're going to necessarily use it. And Embodiment of Apophis. So we got another level 4 trap monster. So we may get some extended plays alongside my Zoma. So that's very nice. He is still obviously treated as a trap card, I believe. Yeah, it's still a trap card. And I'm guessing, yes, it's a reptile. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So another trap monster comes in handy, so we'll go from there. Now, we're not over. This is not the end of the video, because there is something else that we still need to go over. Okay, so not only is it going to be a OTS pack, we're going to be opening not 1, but 2 packs today. Yes! So originally I was just going to do one as like a pity pack, and I was like, okay, fair enough. Which I'm still going to do, but we managed to win a game. And I'm like, that causes for celebration, because this is actually our first actual paper copy win. Yes, it was not a round, it was a game, but that to me is a victory. Now, also, this is where all the packs are, and it is full. This thing is absolutely full of packs. So here is the complete list of packs that we have. Maze of the Master, Dimension Force, Valiant Smashers, Battle Pack 3 Monster League, Rarity Collection 1 and 2, Maze of Memories. We also have Soul Burning Volcano, Phantom Nightmare, Duels from the Deep, Cyberstorm Access, Monstrous Revenge, Terminal Revenge, The Grand Creators, Crossover Breakers, Synchro Storm, Pharaoh Servant, and The Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we have quite a few packs, which I have now randomized. So without any further ado, we're going to spin this. So this is going to be our pack number 1 on top of the OTS pack that we get, and it's looking like Maze of the Master. Okay, So we did get some staples. Oh well, not staples, but we did get some bulk from from the bulk bin. So there we go. We got a Maze of the Master. Now we opened some last time, which got us obviously the 7th Tachyon, which I doubt we're gonna get anywhere near as lucky as that. And oh, there it is, a soul-burning volcano. I was wondering which one of these was, one of these bad packs was going to come. And we finally got one, soul-burning volcano. So that's absolutely hilarious. Okay, so what we'll do is we will be right back where we're going to be opening some of these absolutely hilarious packs. So, let's, just for context, if you just in case you didn't see how big this thing is, this is full. Like, it's full of packs left and right to the side. Like, if I just hold it this way, that's how many packs we got. We got so many packs. So we could have gotten something pretty decent, but we ended up with Maze of the Master. Let's roll for these, because we've got a few of these, so we're gonna roll. We also got 2 Soul Burner packs, so we'll roll for those 2. I think there's one left over here. Yeah, there we go, and I think that is all of them for this one. Yes, that is correct. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly filter for the Soul Burner ones, because I know we've got 2 packs of Soul Burner. So we'll see which one of those we get. There's number 1. And number 2 is by here. So there we go. Okay, so I'm only going to open one of each. Which, again, the chances of me pulling 7th Tachyon was absolutely insane. Like, I wouldn't even know what to even calculate the odds of that even happening. Like, that's how shocked I was that we even pulled it in the first place. Because, obviously, they were loose packs from Firestorm. In their trays or whatever, so they probably, I don't know how many they put in there, maybe a box's worth, and then obviously I chose 5 of those, and then of those 5 I rolled a dice, landed on a 1, and just so happened to open the pack that was in fact 7th Tachyon. So like, I don't even want to know what on earth the mathematical odds of that happening is. But there we go. So if we somehow pull a second one, I'm going to Vegas. I'm off. Okay, so let's start off with let's do this is just to decide. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Neos dice. It landed on a 5, and that basically means that we're getting pack number 2 instead of pack number 1. And then I'm going to try to get all these in frame, and then I'm just going to roll the dice. And it's 4, so there we go. I mean, it didn't roll very well, so I'm going to... Okay, so that was a 2. So, okay, this will be the roll. And it went underneath and it was a 3. So it's going to be this one. So there we go. Okay, so we got our packs. Those are all lined up. Thank you, dice. Very handy. Oh, also, mail. Mail came. So, I can show this. I want to show kind of the receipt-looking thing on you. Or whatever, but we did get, because I'm looking to kind of get a collection of field centers going. So we managed to actually get this field center, which is the one of the kind of prize ones from the YCS. So that's really cool, I think. Looks very nice. I like the looks of that. So yeah, we got another field center for the collection. I've ordered a couple more, as well as we are getting a Beast of Tawal, not the original, the retain, which was in the Supreme Darkness. And the reason why I'm getting one of those is because it was part of an eBay deal. And basically, I wanted to, again, with the whole cherry picking thing, I could have picked anything I wanted. So I really had a look at all the options, and I chose him specifically because he's a fiend level 7 that if you control no monsters, you can special summon it. So he's just a nice, casual little extender for the deck, and it's nothing too insane. So that's why I went for him specifically. But also, I love Beast of Tawal. I think he's awesome. So let's open the tournament pack first. So we're on tournament pack 27. So we're going to open one of these bad boys first. Only 3 cards in here. Obviously, what we're aiming for is just cards. Cards that can be used in our decks. Oh, I'm just gonna open it. I'm not a fan of the 3 card packs because you can't really open them. Funny enough, Nathan pulled Sage with Eyes of Blue, so I'm not, as an ultimate rare, so I'm not expecting anything too insane. Ah, look! Key Power Stone! So we got another copy of Key Power Stone. I'm probably gonna use only 1 copy of this. Rare Melmorph, I think we got that last time, and a Black Sheep token! Okay! It's a token, so I'll take that. That's actually kind of funny. I wasn't expecting a token, so that's really cool. I like that. That's awesome. I'm actually happy with that. Yeah, Power Sink Stone is a card. So we already got one of those. Ray Metamorph, I don't think we're ever going to use. I mean, unless we start to get some serious, like absolutely insane machine cards, then I would obviously think about using it, but at this point in time, I'm not really thinking about that. So there we go. So this is 7 cards in this one and then 5 in the other. So we got 15 cards today. Technically 14 because a token is not actually used unless outside of the deck, which currently as it stands we don't actually have any cards that allow us to summon a token yet. So Demise of the Temple is a rare fusion summon an earth fusion monster from your extra deck, which I don't think we have. Which you can actually just use that as a base, so you can summon an Earth Fusion monster using monsters from your hand or field. So that's actually kind of cool. And it's also technically a polymerization, so we only have 1 poly. Maybe we have other types of polys, but this is actually somewhat usable. Sword Soul, Strategist, Long Yuan. You could discard one of the Sword Soul or Wyvern monster special summon this card from your hand. He's got 1200 attack, 2300 defense. Special summon a Sword Soul's token! Hey! So my Black Sheep token actually comes in handy, so that's kind of cool. Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor. Oh, this is pretty nice. It's shame that it's a rare because I've got a secret of this. But 2 level 5 or higher Gladiator Beast monsters, which we just do not have. The Y-Yar Head, a machine monster, so funny enough with the rare Metamorph. I don't think we're going to use that though. Clear Rage Golem. Don't tell me I've got 7th Tachyon back here. It is a spell card at the back. So, unaffected by the effects of Clear World, if this card is normal special summoned, you can activate this effect. Monsters that mention Clear World can attack directly. You can only use this once per turn. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 300 for each card in their hand. Fair. Dangers of the Divine. So, pay half your life points, tribute 1 monster, special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, from your hand or banishment, ignoring summoning conditions, make its attack and defense 4,000. It cannot attack, and during the end phase, return it of the next turn, return it back to the hand. If this guy is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can choose a Ra in the monster zone to send all of the monsters from the field to the graveyard. Fair. Oh, and Perform H Fire Dancer. So it was actually, I knew it was a spell card because I saw it from the bottom, but it's actually a pendulum monster. So once per turn, you can take 1 Perform H monster you control. If it attacks a defense monster, it inflicts piercing. If this card is normal special summons, you can add a Perform H monster from your deck to your hand, except for itself. And you can only use this effect once per turn. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle card effect, target a face-up monster and it loses 500. Not terrible, but we don't have any more Perform H monsters, so unfortunately this isn't really a usable card, but we got some stuff. I think the best card we got there was ironically Defense of the Temple, because at least that allows you to fusion summon, but even then we don't have I would say any fusion monsters. Alright, so one last pack, which is the Legendary Duelists Soul Burning Volcano. Oh mama, this is like, this was, I think, it has to be the worst pack possibly in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think. It's so dirt cheap just to buy a box. Boxes are like 20 to 30 quid. Normally, sets are like, maybe mini sets could be like 40, 50, and then main sets can sometimes be 60. Obviously, the bonanzas are way higher than that. But like, yeah, the Soul Burner packs are just, it's rough. So we got Volcanic Doomfire, a monster that we cannot summon because we do not have Blaze or Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Battle Inbox is Switcher. So when this card is normal summons, you can target a Battle Inbox in your graveyard, special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters except for Battle Inboxes, which is not helpful, but it is a level 4, so if we did need Rhoda, we could. Salamangreat Mirage Stello, he is 2 level 3 monsters, but it requires a whole load of other Salamangreat cards, which we just do not have. Battle Inboxer Headguard. When this card's normal summons, you can send a Battle Inboxer from your deck to the graveyard, and the first time this attack position monster will be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. And Salamangreat Balinx. So 1 level 4 lower Cybers monster, which funny enough, we are running Dotscaper. He is a Link 1. So we could send it to the graveyard, summon Balinx, you know, so, and then it would do pretty much absolutely nothing. Because we do not have Sanctuary. But if a Salamangreat you control would be destroyed by battle, card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead, which the only Salamangreat card we have is Magistalio, or Magistalio. So, funny enough, if we could somehow get 2 level 3s on board, which obviously Emergency Teleport works, and then if we can somehow then get 1-for-1 for Balinx, you know, get Dotscaper, get to Balinx. That's technically then 2 monsters. It's thoughts. They don't. That's. I gotta be honest. I don't think there's anything in here that's even worth even discussing playing. But there we go. So yeah, that's gonna be today's episode. If I'm being honest, I'd say there wasn't really anything that we pulled in our packs, like, that I would say we would use. Like, looking at these 5 cards from the Salamangreat one, I knew what was, like, the second that I saw what's in this set, I was like, you know what I mean? When we bought these, we had the 10 packs in each, I was like, yo, we've got Soul Burner packs, they're going to be bad, and that just goes to prove it. And then, on top of that, so obviously we did get some good cards that were donated, some were from the bulk, but honestly, I'm having a look at everything that we kind of pulled today, and I don't think there's anything really that jumps out to me as, yes, this is a card that I would 100% use to make any deck changes. So there won't be anything in the packs. Obviously the Ash Blossoms 100% are going into the deck, so that's fantastic. I think we're going to side a Power Sync Stone. Goes in match. Goes in match is very debatable. I'm thinking we side Goes in match. Keep Rivalry and side Goes in, and then depending on how those games go, we can swap one with the other or something like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to side Goes in match, and then Embodiment of Apophis is a very handy monster trap card that I'm going to try to get in the deck, but I'm not sure what yet. I'm thinking the Equip spell for the that we use, because that just, we can't use anything else from the Minkanko effects. It just gives one monster the ability to not be destroyed by card effects, which ironically, if we played with Vanity's Fiend, would have been absolutely hilarious. But other than that, There's nothing else. So that's a debate. That's a debate. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. So I think Power Sink Stone absolutely is going to be sided. Goes in match 100% is going to be sided. The Ashes will be mained. I'm not sure what I'm necessarily going to take out. I will find something. Do we play all 3 Ashes? That's actually a very good question, because as the deck currently stands, do we play triple Ash, or, I mean, yes, for consistency, or do we only run 2, and then further down the line we add the 3rd when we have a more consistent strategy? Because at the moment we could just brick on Ash. Like, I don't know, maybe we could slow our opponent down, but I don't know. We'll wait and see on that. I'm debating it. I'm debating how many of those we technically need. So we'll wait and see. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. This is a great episode. Insane beginning with story time and everything, and then we had actual card games. We won a game, and then pack openings. So. I think the Black Sheep token was the coolest thing that we pulled. I like it. It's cool. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content like this one. And as always, party on, peeps. Take care, guys. It was great to see you, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye!